Boy, that is more relevant today than it's ever been.
Thinking the exact
Think
same thing.
for yourself and question authorities, Cartman says. And Bill Hicks said, watching television is like taking black spray paint to your third eye.
Also relevant today.
Yeah. Hello, Tool fans. This is Custom OGT. And, we're going to get back to Tool here. Greg has done just about the whole discography. But that's been a while back. We have just hit 5,000 subs, and a lot of that was due to a video I uploaded from my Tool chat room. A gentleman had the Disney Plus Ozzy Osbourne induction into the Hall of Fame, where Maynard sang, and I uploaded it to YouTube, just knowing it would be copyrighted, and just to watch with friends. And it went over 1 million views. So that's sharing revenue. So I know he gained a lot of people in, and I think a lot of people would see our Tool reactions and see me and like, hey man, why is he reacting to Tool? So I really don't let my partner here do it. I just
It's kind of a mentor-student type relationship. He kind of guides me. He's sort of like the general, and I'm the new recruit into the Tool army. So I think it works out pretty well. I actually cut my teeth as a reactor doing Tool. Earlier in the channel days, back when our technology was much cheaper and more limited. So I think it's in the great Tool tradition to keep people waiting on things. It's been several months since our last Tool reaction. We've been itching to get back into them though, and this is the 3-year anniversary of the last time you saw a Tool, aside from us going last year.
Yeah, I went to I have lung disease. I'm on oxygen, so I had to take a big oxygen tank with me. I'm in North Carolina, and we went to Buffalo, New York, because, again, in a Tool chat room, my daughter had graduated rookie school to be a firefighter, and Bob Ross was her, inspiration, the song, Be More Than You Could Think You Could Ever Be. And he sang that story, and he gifted me some tickets, so it was crazy for me not to go. So, oh my God, on the plane, first time I've ever been on a plane. So Tooligans were behind me and kept shooting, fucking with me behind me in the camera, and I didn't see it until I got home. So I thought that was cool. Mine also being Logan, so you put Tool and Logan. I know they spelled it with an I, but Tool Logan. And the name of the channel, OGT, it means just what you think it means.
Yep.
A lot of people told me to drop that. I even tried to hide it in the beginning. Old guy twerking, having a great time. Old guys talking.
He came up with a new one almost every reaction. So.
Yeah, it was 1993 actually when I found Tool though. I was tripping on a trip, if you will, and but I wasn't falling. And they were playing like Pantera and Slayer, and this was 93. And then I heard Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life? And I'm like, why are y'all listening to the gospel after Slayer, They're like, no, that ain't gospel. So I actually found the Opiate EP before I did the Undertow album. So yeah, but I don't do the reacting because we do lots of things that he has heard and I haven't heard, and vice versa. So the other one will just retort if one has heard the song. So he introduced me to a lot of Iron Maiden because he loves Bruce Dickinson and Epica because everybody loves Simone if you're a singer.
Mm-hmm.
And Epica's lyrics in particular are very similar to Tool's. It's all about that inward journey and everything, but you don't need a dictionary to. You even have the book, don't you? You've been reading it for me. I can read, guys. He enjoys. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of something you can listen to while he cleans and stuff like that. Just part of our we sort of trade music back and forth. That's really how we sort of how our friendship started. We just we're on Discord jamming well into the night.
Yeah, from the charismatic voice. If any of you watch reactions, and I guess you do, you're watching this.
Yep.
Then you know Elizabeth's husband is a huge Tool fan. I became pretty good friends with Kirk. Still am. And also Sebs Duran, before he went country. That's my fault, by the way. He went through everything. Pussford, Perfect Circle, and Tool. The entire, all three of their discographies. So, and I had him do a lot of Alice in Chains. So before it takes
which
14 years to, hey, you got, yeah.
New Acquisition, Existential Reckoning. So I have Maynard's favorite album from all of his bands.
Bullet Train to Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maynard is an eclectic Renaissance, new age Renaissance man.
Yep.
From training with Mike Tyson and the Diaz boys to now opening a record store in Jerome, and of course the winery, and my car's name is Judith. And I have another one that about killed me. That's part of the reason why I can't talk right. This car, if I can find it. Yeah.
Cool thing.
Yeah, I passed out from lack of oxygen. And, ooh, yeah, that pony's been put out to pasture. So before, oh yeah, I'm a ranch. Before we take 14 years to this reaction, or 10,000 days, let's jump into Fear Inoculum.
Yep. Longest song to ever hit the Billboard Top 100.
Yeah, it is in the Guinness. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest song to ever enter the Billboard 100. So, props to kicking Taylor Swift's ass. Or what throne? What? Who? What'd you say? Sorry. All right. Fear Inoculum. Greg has the lyrics pulled up, as every reactor should do.
So I think one of the things I've started to enjoy, just after reading up on some things, these Tool intros where they throw a bunch of weird sounds at you. I like to try to imagine how they're making those sounds, because I think that's one thing that Maynard and Trent Reznor have in common is that like anything is fair game. Like it's not just musical instruments. If there's a household object lying around that can make a cool sound, they will use it. I think they did Disgustipated. They made sounds by smashing a piano with sledgehammers, which had to have been a lot of fun. There was another song, Mantra, that there was a sound made by Maynard slowly squeezing his cat. So, um, the so the intro basically there was a
He
sound.
loves them damn cats.
Hey, he seems like a cat person, definitely. But so the intro here, there's a very sort of haunting melody that almost sounded like it was strings, but like could have been like backwards recorded guitar or something like that. Um, then they brought in Danny and his bongos.
Was that Adam Jones on Eulogy? He plays above the fret, like where the
okay,
where you attach the strings to the.
Yeah. And then there was there were sounds like that might have been created by that sounded almost like Eastern instruments, like a sitar or a koto. That I could see that maybe playing above the neck like that. So just say right off the bat, they throw a lot of very interesting sounds before even settling into, I guess, what you would call it a proper song. I like how the tempo is still pretty slow, but there is a lot of energy just because of Danny's drum pattern. Like you feel like there's a lot of energy just sort of like bubbling underneath, kind of waiting to be unleashed. The same thing with the bass. Justin and Danny, like they sync up so well in sort of creating these grooves. And Maynard's laying his voice over that. It's very high, it's very clear, it's really pretty. Like I like how you have all of this very quick percussive activity with the bass and the drums, and the vocal melody is very fluid. It's very sustained lines. So yeah, just a lot of things pulling at you from different directions here.
It's a great song to open the concerts too. I think a lot of the people in the chat rooms and the just a lot of the Tool Army I talked to agrees that that's a great song to open to the concerts. So. So fun fact, I know a lot of you probably know this, but 1022 is the time signature. Mitosis means you cut something in two. if you stop the track on the the T and the O, you get exactly half of 512, but 513 I was a little late.
Yeah.
The track, when it says mitosis, in the middle of the word mitosis is the exact.
It's right in the middle of the song. Yeah. Yeah, it's very clever.
Fuck your Easter eggs, Taylor Swift.
As far as like some things Maynard's doing linguistically, I noticed the first time he said contagion, he added an extra syllable, contagion. And then the second time he just said contagion, which again that sort of helps that it fit into the meter better, but it also like it just sounded cool. I don't Maynard doesn't do anything by accident, but I also refuse to believe he doesn't do some things just because they sound cool. I also like there was some ominous whispering here that was very rhythmic and almost felt like that's as close as you're going to get to hearing Maynard rap. You had some really cool Adam Jones guitar work over that. I guess how I like the song is kind of threatening, kind of dark, kind of ominous, but also kind of soothing. The lyrics seem to be kind of fear inoculum. You're sort of inoculating yourself against fear. So the fear has probably killed more dreams than anything else out there. There's an old saying, everyone dies, not everyone lives. It's fear that keeps you from living that life. So, yeah, definitely.
All we have to fear is fear itself.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, a great topic for a song. And I sort of like how the song is, it's not like fist pumping like an anthem. It's sort of like exploring the concept, how to sort of like you have to do some serious inner work to get over that. That's sort of like, that is one of the things I really do like about Tool is the idea of sort of working through the darkness and, the hard way. Slow, meticulous, kind of painful sometimes, but it works.
How ironic was it that a band releases an album about inoculating a virus that was fear, and the show gets postponed due to a pandemic where everyone's scared to inoculate.
Craziness, yeah.
That is, I can safely say that will never, ever happen again. That was, I'm not sure if that was Maynard putting on his God's head or not. I don't know. But, also, you can match that at the middle of the song up by just going in the spectacle, the line through the O.
Okay, that's also very cool. One more thing, like I like how when he said allegorical elegy, he pretty much blended the L and the E into one sound, which sort of made the line flow.
Well, it's not a word. If you look up allegorical elegy in the dictionary, it'll tell you it's a Tool song.
Well, yeah, it's two words, allegorical and elegy. Two. Yeah. So, but like I like how he merged them by blending the L and the E. And plus, it made that line flow much more smoothly.
Right. But I'm saying that that's never been used in context. An allegorical it's really not an elegy. It's like a allegory or an analogy. An allegorical elegy. It's not a word. Elegy is not a word.
Actually, it is. It's basically it's something written for someone who's passed away. Something like
that's eulogy.
That he can deliver. That's true. It's true.
Elegy is not a word. I promise.
Exhale.
shit I've never heard. What is that? Boing, boing. Fucking like warped bubble noise.
Yeah, with the tool, Lord knows what they're using to create that. I just sort of like how Justin and Adam then were synced up. Adam was doing a very sort of a chugga, but like in an odd pattern. And Justin was matching him, but like they weren't harmonized. They're just sort of playing complementary patterns there. I also like the composition of this very much feels like it's sort of Earth that's shifting, and then sort of Maynard's voice floating over top of everything. So it like I said, it's soothing, but at the same time, it feels very serious and very weighty as well. It's not easy to pull off that combination. And of course, Tool's going into one of their, like some bands would just put a guitar solo in there or something like that, and Tool's like, no, we got something cooler going on. So they're just going to be weaving in and out of each other's playing. One showcasing different instruments, different players. Yeah, Tool is, I can only imagine, like, let's say for whatever reason someone left the band, which, I mean, they're, like,
Paul.
Yeah, like, I can't, well, like, let's say if Paul lasted, like, 3 albums, okay, and then a new bass player has to come in and learn all of that. All these, long, intricate songs. Yeah. It's, this is not learning the...
He wrote 4 songs off of Anima.
Okay. But this isn't like someone coming into AC/DC and just having to learn how to, play similar patterns throughout a bunch of different songs. This is a lot. This requires a lot of practice. So much credit. Like, I'm sure right now it's almost like, muscle memory, just like, breathing to them. But you also have to keep up the physical stamina to be able to do all of this. So, yeah, they're definitely putting the work in and then some. Much props.
And Justin rocks up. I mean, he literally rocks. He's a rocker. He literally rocks. Well, you seen him at the concert.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
And what amazes me is still to this day, like I was watching Invincible the other day, a live version, and I didn't realize there's a part at the end. I know Justin plays a lot of lead on the bass.
Yeah.
A lot of lead that you think like the one drummer that Dennis something is known for being able to recreate songs by not hearing the drum. He listens to all the schism. He's like, God, I don't know if it's just me. I can't find the bass. I can't find the bass. They're like, the bass is playing the lead. But that happens quite a bit. And it may be the bias in me, but I really don't know another band that plays bass regularly as lead and doesn't sound like bass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just cool how they incorporate that.
Exercise the melody, exercise the disparate poison for eternity. Purge me and evacuate the venom and the fear that binds me.
Yeah, I think there are some people that think Tool stopped being hard or heavy. That stuff would have been perfectly at home on a Slayer album. That double bass, man. Yeah, Third Eye. Yeah, that was okay. So obviously, Danny and I like to think that genres in music is overdone. Like, I understand it's used to sort of label and help you find things that you like, but the word prog or progressive, like, it's usually come to mean bands that have really long songs that have a lot of instrumental noodling in them. That guitar and keyboard solos that go on for 20 minutes apiece. I think Tool exemplifies the term progressive in the fact that they are always looking for different sounds. They actually seem to have sort of a disdain for conventional sounds. From Adam's, guitar work, where he's always coaxing weird and unique sounds out of his guitar, just to Justin, just something as simple as him playing a lot of like very busy lines on the upper register of his bass. Whereas most rock bassists, they're hanging out in that lower register, they're just holding down the bottom end. And Justin's all over the place. He's playing up in that higher register. And Maynard experimenting with different vocal types, different vocal productions to use. It's not just the melody and the rhythm. It's like, okay, what kind of sound can we use here that's going to have the most effect? Why do we have to use conventional sounds? Why can't I just squeeze my cat to make a sound? We don't need that extra piano. Grab that sledgehammer. Let's use that to make a sound. I love that aspect of the band. They're so adventurous. And I think that's one of the reasons why they take their time to do things, because it's not just about writing notes down on paper. And I think that's why they've endured as long as they have and created the legacy that they have. Because they are, it's their creativity, it's their ability to execute some of the craziest stuff you'll ever hear. And it's the fact that beneath all of that, there is a message that, can reacts to here and here. Heart, mind, and, I know Maynard's got the Holy Trinity for each band, but I think Tool operates on all those things: heart, mind, and libido. It's self-help in musical form, in the best way. So, thumbs up to all the guys. It's everyone says it, but it's true. It's a journey. Cliches are cliches for a reason.
It's a psychology class within an opera.
Yep.
Within poetry.
Yep.
Like,
where they demolish the building while the concert's going on.
And, they play with downbeats and rhythms and sacred geometry and tribal beats and all different time signatures alternating to make you feel things. Like, it's it's a beautiful thing. Like, while you're Magic Mushrooms, for instance, there's lots of music I like, but the term organic, when they use it with Tool, is literal. The music is organic. It feels natural. Like, I love to sing, and I'm a lyric guy, you know what I'm saying? I tried my best not to do it there. I kept turning away. But I have a video where I'm standing in my car. I'm out on that pier, and my car is playing Push It or something. And, it's playing H, and, your muscle memory kind of goes away, and I didn't want to sing, but I just felt it. Then I put on some Alice in Chains and stuff, and even Pink Floyd, and I love those fucking bands. But it didn't feel like the trees are vibing with me. I'm saying, to that music. That may be a crazy way to explain it, but they take their time but they're machines lately. I mean, man, they have been touring. My God, they've been touring since COVID. Everywhere. I mean, all the time. I mean,
yep.
Maynard with all three bands. I mean, and Danny's always in the jazz clubs playing, and Adam's working with Alex Gray and shit, and Justin's doing different solo projects with people, and they're the only band from the '90s that still exists in a functional form. You could say Korn, but Korn lost a member, and not early in the career like Paul, later in the career, and even Korn. I mean, I got a Korn tattoo too, okay? But, and a tattoo don't make you a big fan, but, and that message you're talking about is your message. It's like a video game that or whatever you can think of, something that's tailor-made for you each time. The experience is personal to you. And one thing that blows people away when they don't really realize it is 3/4 of Tool's lyrics don't rhyme. They don't rhyme. Like, how you make 10-minute songs that don't rhyme?
I was also thinking there was a bit towards the I guess closer towards the end, where Danny Carey he was playing beats and playing with tempo, like in the most natural way possible. And I remember thinking, yeah, try that on it. Try to get AI to do that, because it was just like he would play at one speed and sort of slow down and speed up, sort of slow down a little bit, speed up some more, playing these weird rhythms. Like, yeah, that's the difference when you have not a human doing that stuff. Like, there's never going to be an AI Tool cover band, I don't think, because that's very complex stuff, and that's the humanity in their music. So, once again, the thumbs up for the band. I think one of the reasons why they're doing so much is I think they're smart enough to know they're not going to overstay their welcome. They're not going to be 80-year-old men performing. I think they realize that the twilight is coming, and they're going to make the most of it.
They're drinking senior citizen coffee now.
Yeah.
And Maynard admitted in the last few interviews that he just can't do what he used to. In fact, the only band member that is Danny that says he can still.
Yeah.
He's like, really no difference in me now than I was when I was young. He's got like an exercise bike with a drum pad on it.
A drum kit on it. Yeah. God damn.
I love all the backstage antics of Mayor Danny's doing jumping jacks. You fucking show off, you piece of shit. And then when he puts the female device, and Danny, that wasn't rigged, that wasn't planned. Danny would have never used that to hit that fucking gong. Which is shout out to John Bonham. That's why he incorporated that. And he has a huge one. Remember I showed you that thing the other night?
Yeah.
Wow. And
I don't think
we did do something. It wasn't Tool, but we did Danny Carey playing with Rush.
Yes.
At Taylor Hawkins. I guess it was like a memorial concert.
I also think that's like the missing ingredient with Tool is that they also know when not to take themselves seriously. They can be deadly serious when they want to be. They can also just goof around. Maynard's a master troll. So, yeah, I think that's... The
fans don't.
That's
I love you all, but you know who you are. I get very obsessive too, but I do get the comedy in the music. I know that it's not going to save my soul. It has saved my life actually, and I do incorporate a lot of humbleness and finger pointing at myself and different things. Well, I got the name incorporated into my fucking YouTube channel. I am the only YouTube reactor on Facebook, on YouTube that identifies as an obsessed Tool fan who reacts to music. I don't know another one. So, the rappers react. They have a lot of Tool memorabilia and they wear Tool shirts continuously, and so they pretty much do. So
they're just transparent about it. They're keeping it under wraps, but. Nothing wrong with occasionally putting the OGT back in custom OGT.
Man, 40 minutes. But, I've seen for Inoculum reactions that are 12 minutes. The song's 10:22. Sorry, reactors, that's a shitty fucking job of you.
That is literally just someone listening to it and going, yep, I like this. Bye, click. Yeah, I think Tool deserves better.
Nah, I ain't gonna go that far, man. I just got another fan base doing that. They deserve you to have better audio, damn it. By the way, when this stopped, I talked and my microphone was muted, so sorry. If If I did that in the middle of the reaction, just laugh at me. It's okay. All right. Much love, everybody. Mental health is real. Talk about that shit. We need to. A lot of people don't. That thing, like maybe says, that you don't want to think about, it's probably where you need to focus. Because that's what bothers you, obviously. So.
And music is your best support group. Listen to it frequently. And take care of yourself so you can take care of others.
And here we are leaving the Tool concert. We'll leave you on that.
What the fuck? These skimmerers are. What's wrong with people? What the hell? I hate people like that. Calm down, Judith. It's okay. I ain't all going the right way. Will you Google?
Nobody gives a shit.
Shut the fuck up, Anthony Hopkins.
Stop.
I would never forget.